Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's me, Sonic3318, back again for another video for you guys. And today, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for your Night of Champions 2023 prediction video. Yep, we are finally here to finally see who's going to become the quote-unquote, the so-called inaugural World Heavyweight Champion for this revived version of the World Heavyweight Championship. Obviously enough. And we're going to be seeing that none other go down at the time recording this video, and none other than 1 day, 13 hours, 57 minutes, and 15 seconds away from the actual event itself when it goes down this Saturday afternoon from Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. Obviously enough. Huzzah for another Saudi Arabia show. For actually, this, don't quote me on this, but this very well might actually be the very first Saudi show, to my knowledge, that I'm actually covering on this show. Literally, prediction video and, review-wise. Legit content. Actually, legit going to give you guys legitimate content covering a legit Saudi show. Wouldn't you know it? But, if I am correct, then here we are. But if not, then blah. I've just pretty much pulled that bullshit line out of my ass to say that. So, blah. Anywho's, once again, though, we are here for Night of Champions 2023, and we are here to give you guys my prediction for said show. So, with this said, we're not going to wait. Let's going to get on right onto the actual predictions. I always said, let's get started with the predictions, as we start out with none other than the Intercontinental Championship matchup between none other than Gunther taking on against freaking Mustafa Ali. My prediction for this match is going to be simply for Gunther to win, because obviously, sadly enough, Mustafa Ali is just going to come out. It's just going to come out into the show just as enhancement talent for Gunther to obviously show once again his dominance over Ali. Obviously enough to continue his strong pushful run as Intercontinental Champion, to keep running this train full on steam ahead. To keep going forward, to actually show and actually prove obviously how how mighty the almighty freaking Omos, wait, no, Gunther is. Gunther, obviously, is freaking, apparently Gunther is getting freaking my head conquering around with freaking Omos, apparently, blah. Anywho's, Gunther's gonna be showing an utmost freaking showing here against Mustafa Ali to obviously continue his dominance going strong, keeping his Intercontinental Championship on his waist, and obviously keep going on as Gene Champion, obviously enough. So, as said, Gunther for the win. So, moving on next, we have none other than the SmackDown Women's Championship match, which was none other than Rhea Ripley taking on Natalya. My prediction for this match is simply enough for Rhea Ripley to win this match, because just like Mustafa Ali, mind you, Natalya is just going to be coming here as more of a, just as a placement holder, and might as well say enhancement talent, just to get this match on the way. That should just to be a hurdle for Rhea Ripley to finally, just have this match go on in front of the Saudi crowd. Just give them a night full of fun here, obviously enough, for the Saudi crowd, and just give them something fun to watch, entertaining watch, obviously enough. So this match has little to no, surprises or kind of expectations going towards it. It's just kind of all for fun, and obviously enough, Nash is gonna sadly be the one to say, "Hey, I'm just here for a little expectations, for minor conveniences, and I'm just here for the kind of rub, just kind of have this one night rub against you, Rhea Ripley. So bring it on." So, huzzah. Obviously enough, once again, Rhea Ripley is obviously going to retain this match, so obviously with the said, that was a tongue twister, kind of all of itself. Rhea Ripley, obviously, it's enough to retain over Natalya. So, with the said, Rhea to win. So, moving on next, after that blah on this, we have the Raw Women's Championship. Yeah, almost botched myself right, because obviously I'm looking at the title. She is a Raw champ, because obviously we're once again putting draft shit aside. Obviously, we have once again Bianca Belair being Raw champion on SmackDown, and freaking Rhea Ripley being SmackDown champion on the Raw brand. Blah. It's once again confusing as hell, and we have yet to freaking establish this, guys, on what the hell we're gonna do. Like I said, that's to be seen. That's to be seen. This is now, obviously, now we're focused on what we have, and this is Night of Champions 2023, as we obviously are here to see, once again, to jump right back on track, which is the Raw Women's Championship matchup between none other than Bianca Belair taking on Asuka. My previous first match is, while these last two other matches between the likes of Rhea Ripley and Natalya and Gunther and Ali may seem more of a kind of enhancement talent, kind of, okay, let's just get this match onto the show and just kind of have something fun to do on the card. This match, while still delivering that narrative overall, this overall, at least this match seems to have some merit to it. It just seems like, okay, this match actually has some legit caliber to it. Not to say that these two other matches, in fact, won't actually deliver and hopefully should deliver, because obviously Ali, even though he's going to be kind of a roadkill, Alexa Gunther still can perform well, and hopefully he's going to give us a nice, run, even though the match obviously should not go in his favor. He should obviously still have a good showing against his match against Gunther, and the like should hopefully still be said, saying going towards Natty, going against Rhea. But here, on the other hand, we have Asuka and Bianca Belair, who obviously can pull a WrestleMania quality match right out of a hat, and they should no less probably would do so right here in Saudi Arabia, obviously, with the Saudi crowd once again, rooting them on behind them. But obviously enough, once again, the ripping back to my main point at hand is that once again this match and practically overall card so far, pretty much spoiler alert, essentially is a kind of more of a safe bet show, and there's kind of little to no risk to have in the show. So yeah, most likely, if not, Asuka is gonna definitely throw her shots here and there to actually give some close calls to her potentially getting the championship off her side. But it's gonna most likely gonna go to Bianca Belair retain the championship here at Night of Champions. Once again, obviously, guys, so as I said, Bianca Belair for the win. So as I said, we're going to be moving on next to none other than Becky Lynch taking on Trish Stratus. My prediction for this match is simply going to be enough for Becky to win this match, to simply have this match and feud, for that matter, finally actually meet its end before it gets too long, and WWE gets too full of their britches to potentially push this feud going longer than it should, because my God, this match and this feud definitely needs to kind of bring to a strong end before it kind of gets any more further, because no one's really buying this, guys. No one's really buying this. I mean, Trish Stratus as a heel, no, it's not working out, guys. It's just not working. No, just no. So, honestly, guys, once again, this match is definitely just going to be another one of these cards to say, hey, here's these two women, here's Trish, here's a legend, Trish being a living legend, coming to Saudi Arabia to get that star wow factor for that sake, and Becky Lynch just being the man, Becky Lynch herself, will obviously get some attention on her side going for the Saudi faithful, so obviously they're going to get some rub for her as well. So once again, it's kind of, two stars going to give the Saudi crowd much delight into this match, to obviously see Becky Lynch most likely get the win, obviously, over Trish Stratus, to once again hopefully call this feud a close before it gets any pushing too further and kind of more long than we don't really want to see any more longer than this, obviously enough. So WWE, cut your losses where you are, and let's end this feud right away. As here, obviously enough, just let Trish go on her merry way off of, once again, retirement, quote unquote, before she's needed once again in the near distant future. So instead, Becky Lynch for the win in this match. Moving on next to some more of our quote unquote triple threat main event on the show, as Paul Heyman himself has quoted recently on this last couple of nights on Raw as of late, with him being a so-called quote unquote surprise kind of guest star on Raw, as he kind of put it, for these last two following weeks heading to the show of Night of Champions. We have once again our triple threat main event, which we had night one of said triple threat main event, which is none other than Cody Rhodes taking on Brock Lesnar in a Backlash 2023 rematch here at Night of Champions 2023, obviously enough. So, with this said, you might ask yourself, Son318, what is your prediction for this match? Well, guys, obviously enough, I could have, before heading to the show, actually before this previously night's Monday Night Raw, this week's Monday Night Raw, heading into this said show, I was just going to be saying, okay, it's just simply copy and paste my predictions for Backlash into this match, which don't get me wrong, that's most likely still my somewhat opinion heading into this match. It's just simply just copy and paste my exact thoughts and opinions heading towards that match that we have here. But obviously enough, this actually has outright more positive, more just kind of clear-cut reason of winning of freaking Cody's gonna win this match more than ever, because obviously we've had Brock brutally beating down freaking Cody's arm twice on Raw, just over and over and over and over and over again, showing no signs of Cody saying, "Oh, Cody, you can't fight Brock. You're injured. Blah blah blah. You're hurt. You can't do this, Cody. You can't win. You can't do this. You're underdog. Blah blah blah. Don't do this, Cody. Don't do this." And Cody's just like, "Oh, I gotta go. I gotta do this. You can't stop it. No one's gonna stop me. No matter the officials, no matter any peers, not even you, Triple H, can stop me. Blah 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 blah. I must fight Brock Lesnar, even though my arm is pretty much a freaking hamburger meat against this freaking beast incarnate person." Blah. So, yeah, that itself just kind of seems that it's definitely a clear-cut picture of Cody winning this match. Even though, like I said, my exact copy and paste kind of thought process is like, well, Brock can win this match and kind of brutalize Cody and kind of, kind of knock Cody in practically the pretty brutally way possible. Knock Cody on his ass to get his ass up, heading towards the likes of Money in the Bank. If some miracle chance we still get to this imaginative bit, this clear-cut booking, long-term booking, imaginative clear-cut way of actually perfectly going for this shit, to obviously book Cody to get up from this, somewhat conquering shit, to get back on his feet, going into the Money in the Bank ladder match, win the Money in the Bank ladder match, and clearly have a clear way of having getting to Roman at SummerSlam to finally cash in his Money in the Bank that way, and having a way to potentially become the WWE Universal World Heavyweight Champion, whatever you want to call it, to be the one to finally, quote unquote, in his story, to take out Roman once and for all. That way, obviously enough. So that very well could in fact happen, but like I said, this is definitely with this whole narrative, having Cody pushing this underdog story kind of narrative with this brutal attack in his arm on the Go Home show of Raw. We have way more reason of seeing why Cody is in fact going to win this match. As said, pretty much, like I said, once again, you can pretty much copy and paste my exact thoughts and opinions heading into their Backlash match that we are into this match, but even know more reasoning why Cody's going to win this match for obviously, previously said reasons. So let's say with this said and done, ladies and gentlemen, my prediction overall is while Brock could in fact win this match for whatever means necessary, Cody is going to be most likely going to win this match. With the said, Cody Rhodes for the win. So next up, we have none other than the Universal Tag Team more undisputed Tag Team Championship matchup, which is none other against. Obviously, we have Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn as champs taking on the team of Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa for their sake of saying, the Usos can't get the job done. We're disappointed the Usos. We're gonna step in. We're gonna do it ourselves. So yada yada yada. So they're gonna do that shit. So with this said, you might ask yourself, Son318, what is your thoughts and opinions and your prediction into this match? Well, guys, I'm gonna say this here right now. There is two ways of what my prediction is going to go, which is obviously going my prediction, as I might as well come out and say right now, it's going to be none other than Kevin and Sami to retain the championship and actually win this match against Roman and Solo. But there is two reasons why. One, because obviously enough, this is Sami's first time, finally making over to Saudi Arabia for an actual appearance in Saudi Arabia for bullshit political reasons. So there's that. So most likely or not, you're definitely not going to want to see Sami and Kevin take their loss that way for that reason alone. So there's that. And two, even though it's been narratively said that the Usos are going to be, in fact, staying at home and watching this match on screen, on TV, and not actually going to be in the show and actually in the crowd, or no matter what, they're not expected narratively supposed to be there, but there is going to be some cheeky fashion where they'll probably show up and attempt to try to help Roman and Solo win the championships to have their backing to show their attempt to show their backing towards Roman and Solo once again to show their a lot and show their allegiance to both men in the bloodline once and for all, to kind of rub those, to eventually try to rub Roman's kind of this Roman's slight judgment of current judgment of them off, and kind of once again show their true colors, actually show their alliance to the bloodline once again. But this could eventually turn to their downfall, as Solo and some faction with them trying and doing so might screw them over, as Sammy and Kevin is going to take over and take advantage of whatever cheeky faction is going to have, and Solo is going to be the one to eat the pin here and actually be the one, obviously, once again, to take the loss here against Kevin and Sammy, because obviously Roman ain't taking no pin. He ain't taking. It's obvious, guys. Roman ain't taking no pin in this match. It's going to be Solo. Obviously, as much as that's going to say to see, as much as Solo himself has been built to be this kind of monstrous beast of not taking L's, he's going to be the one to take another L here once again towards this match. Once again, to push the narrative of Usos being the one to somewhat starting to show the signs of anchoring the bloodlines and coming to a close, very, very near and close to our, selves, obviously enough. So we potentially could in fact see the outright bludgeoning of the split of the ties of the Usos very well here at Night of Champions, but who knows? We could see it. We could potentially see it here, or potentially the following week's SmackDown for rather reason. But that is, like I said, that is to be seen when exactly that will happen. But we are going to definitely see some sign of the Usos, some cheeky fashion going on here to kind of screw over Solo and Roman's chances of becoming champions here at Night of Champions once and for all. Even though this show has most likely been dedicated to Roman Reigns' 1,000 Days as Champion, even though heading to the show, a lot of people have speculated that you could have seen Roman, defending his championship against the likes of fucking Omos, mind you. Clearly as clear as day, we're not getting that, obviously enough, but still. This show was at one point going to be King and Queen of the Ring, literally, for the show. And before they say, well, let's just scrap that shit. And obviously, we recognize the fact that not Cody, maybe in the future, but not now. Roman is going on 1,000 Days as champion, and we need to dedicate this shit for that occasion. So why not just pull out Night of Champions once again, and let's just call it a day. Call this show Night of Champions once and for all. So blah. So as much as it sucks to see Roman Reigns kind of being the one to obviously take an L for this occasion, for him becoming 1,000 Days as champion. And I want to say right here, as I'm kind of mid-thought, I apologize if you hear train the background, even though you most likely won't hear, because this headset is good at not picking background noise. But by some miracle chance, you actually do hear a train. I do apologize for that, but I'm carrying on with what I said. As much as the occasion as being stated here, that champions, this whole title of the show is being dedicated for the occasion of Roman becoming 1,000 Days as champ. As much as it sucks to him to lose on that occasion, that is in fact going to happen at the hands of sloppy reason of once again for the Usos to obviously help them take the L and obviously give the rub to obviously Owens and freaking Sammy once and for all. So with that said, Sammy and Owens for the win to finally wrap up this blobberingness on this match. Because my God, we probably talked on this match alone for a solid more while than any other match on the goddamn card so far. Blah. Moving on from this, after all that mumbo jumbleness, we have finally enough. We have the actual main event of the actual card on my prediction video, and most likely going to be the main event of the show, which is going to be the inaugural World Heavyweight Championship Tournament final matchup between the likes of the phenomenal one, AJ Styles, taking on Seth freaking Rollins. My prediction for this match is going to be just like everyone else's, mind you. It's going to be that Seth Rollins is in fact going to win this match and become your inaugural World Heavyweight Champion, in quotes, obviously, once again, guys. But, mind you, AJ Styles very well could, in fact, win this match as well for several reasons. One, because WWE could potentially pull the swerve of a lifetime, since everyone and their mama is pretty much booking and betting on Rollins becoming the champion for God knows how long since this Freeman's Championship tournament has been started from the get-go. Everyone's eyes have been on Rollins to win this tournament. And hell, even WWE's been kind of narratively pushing and narratively tolling the line of saying, "Oh, we're sympathizing for, we're gonna sympathize Rollins under all these several freaking these last few nights on Raw, showing how Rollins' beginnings, Rollins' upbringing, his past since he was a young boy into his indie days." Showing his rise in WWE for NXT, showing his rise with the Shield, and how he's become this modern day messiah of sorts, and why this current day visionary persona he is of Seth Rollins is the best Seth Rollins that we got overall. And it's just, WWE is pushing this narrative right towards us to show that Rollins is the guy to win this match. Where WWE themselves can finally, like I said once again, can pull a swerve on us to say, yo, everyone's expecting Rollins is going to win this match. Let's pull a swerve and have Styles to win this match. And in fact, pull the rub on Styles to get the win over Rollins here in this match for that said reason. But two, it's more behind the scenes kind of backstage reason, and a lot of people kind of speculate this as well, is because Rollins was in fact shot and taken pictures of him shooting, being shot, and yeah, he's being shot, guys. By God, Rollins got shot in the no, I'm playing. No, he was shooting movie scenes for the new MCU freaking Captain America movie, which is funny that it can be called New World Order, as funny as that's being called. So, Captain America, NWO. No, I'm playing, but still, Seth Rollins was actually captured on film and actually taking pictures of on set of the new Captain America New World Order film taking place whenever that movie's coming out. So mind you, Seth Rollins is out shooting a film. So what that means potentially could be that they speculated that, well, Rollins is going to be out and about doing that. That could be very well enough reason why Styles could be in fact win this match and potentially have him win the title and have him be able to legit have his rub and his time to shine. Obviously welcoming back and obviously welcoming up and why not welcoming back and welcoming more arms to him becoming World Heavyweight Champion right that, while Rollins kind of loses in this territory, this glorified, fun way fashion, golden way fashion of actually getting the golden way ticket out for some sabbatical leave to finally take some time, minor break off of wrestling to go fully dedicate his slight time to MCU shooting for Captain America MWO, as I'm going to keep calling it, because obviously that's what it's going to be called, apparently, guys. So, there can be the fact alone of why Styles can win this match with Seth Rollins. If it's not because of Seth Rollins doing movie shoots, it's because, obviously, WWE can once again pull a swerve of the lifetime and let Styles win this match over Seth Rollins, since, once again, everyone's eyes are on Rollins Rollins to win this match once and for all, guys. So, with this said, though, my prediction, once again, is going to be this locked in right here, right now. While I wouldn't mind and I would not be too surprised to see Rollins lose this match to Styles and let Styles become the World Heavyweight Champion here at Night of Champions, I am in fact going to keep the safe, strong prediction going strong and say that Seth Rollins is going to become the World Heavyweight Champion here at the main event of Night of Champions 2023 to close us off with a bang. So with this said and done, ladies and gentlemen, this has concluded my Night of Champions 2023 prediction video. I hope you guys enjoyed the show for what it was worth and my predictions actually what it was worth once again. And once again, guys, heading to the show, once again, this show seems to be a mostly safe bet show. But that doesn't mean it's not going to be that good. Because very well, this very show could actually pull out to be surprised. That should be very, very good. For what we have actually here, like I said, we got a fully triple threat, set back-to-back kind of main event. Even though WWE's most likely not going to be booking in the order like this, obviously, like I said, because obviously they never freaking do. Obviously, guys. But no matter what you look at it, guys, even though we have some of these kind of tongue-in-cheek, kind of just like I said, just kind of here they are kind of matches to kind of please and kind of wow the Saudi faithful, these matches very well could in fact show some support, actually show some signs of actually being at least entertaining for us faithful here in the States and actually, worldwide for that matter, to actually watch the show and watch it for what it was worth. Obviously, not to actually see some good quality matches out of all these matches for sure. So once again, while this card may in fact seem to be a safe kind of more safe and sound kind of card, that very well could actually be a good thing and very well could pull out a quite pleasant and quite entertaining card once for all of us to watch once it comes to Saturday afternoon for Night Champions 2023. So, with that said, then, ladies and gentlemen, I shall see you guys next time for my Night Champions 2023 review. I will see you guys then to hopefully see hopefully I will keep my upbeat kind of positive vibes headed towards the review as I'm kind of leading on here for the prediction videos. With that said, then, ladies and gentlemen, once again, hope you guys enjoyed for what it is, and hope you guys enjoyed the show, and I shall see you guys next time once again for my Night Champions 2023 review. So with that said, then, ladies and gentlemen, once again, and obviously enough, I'm 73T, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace, guys.